At 4 a.m., Wanyenyekevu woke everyone up. Now is the time to jeûne. For us to fight as one, we must be as one. No berries, no beans, and definitely no meat. You can drink water. But for long periods, you can drink apple juice for days or weeks, but water only during the holy jeûne. This week we shall jeûne for 4 days until noon. And every week after that, we will fast longer. Wanyenyekevu turned to Daniel. You must keep up, my friend, for I started my jeûne at an age much younger than you, so I know you can keep up with us. Then he turned to Jonathan, for he expected Jonathan to say something clever. But to his surprise, Jonathan had said nothing and had a sincere look on his face. He continued, Let's form a circle. Everyone gathered themselves and formed a circle. 1/2 of my descendants are from the Tunica tribe, which originated from the Congo forest, and the other half from the Natchez and Choctaw tribes of America. The Tunica tribe mastered Kumjuka, which combines many African nations and Asian martial arts. Being Native American, I have also fused some Native American combat fighting techniques into it. And Sabaoth finished the rest with some techniques out of this world literally, and the entire style is called Poing de Dieu or Hands of God. Wanyenyekevu started, stretching as everyone gathered around in a circle. I must admit, I need your help with this technology for weapons, he said while looking to see if anyone had questions. He continued, Okay, we call this circle in the Zulu tongue an umkumbi. The plural form is iamikumbi. However, in Native America, it represents or symbolizes the 4 directions. Think of it as a compass. It symbolizes what is needed during a conflict or what we use when challenging an attack. He pointed east. East represents balance, confidence, and creativity are all represented in this direction. In battle, this can be used to identify and locate an opponent. To do this, it is important to have strength, energy, and commitment. He then gestured towards the south. This direction stands for strength, focus, and success. Here, we use techniques to control our adversary with brave and aggressive behavior. Pointing to the north, he took a deep breath. This is the direction of courage, energy, and knowledge. In battle, this can be used to surprise or overpower our enemy before taking them down. Lastly, he pointed to the west. This direction is all about challenge, choice, and proof. Here, we use techniques to finish off our opponent before moving on to the next one. We must always keep in mind to carry out all of these techniques with respect and restraint. Remember this. Wanyenyekevu shouted. East, as the group yelled back. Balance, confidence, and creativity. The East influences the identification or location of an adversary. By setting up and developing a solid attack position. Employed with energy, movement, and commitment. Wanyenyekevu shouted. South, and the group called back. Represents strength, focus, and success. The South influences an opponent's brave, aggressive challenge. This technique effectively controls the adversary. Wanyenyekevu shouted. North, the group called out. Represents courage, energy, and knowledge. The North influences the control of an opponent with surprise or overwhelming force before finally being taken down. And Wanyenyekevu shouted. West, as the group called. The West represents challenge, choice, and proof. The West influences the takedown and finishing your opponent before moving on to the next adversary. Wanyenyekevu shouted, and the group repeated after him. We execute all techniques in an environment of the highest respect and restraint. They repeated this over and over until everyone had it memorized. Wanyenyekevu continued. Inside this circle, it is not a time for fun and games when we are in an umkumbi. It is to discuss serious matters. And it is when you come together to discuss your weaknesses before jeûne, only if you want to. Your fasting is not to men nor for men, it's for yourself to surrender to Sabaoth. If you discuss a matter, it is for your help or to see if someone else has the same problems, so you can work on it together to defeat it. Most importantly, what is said here is to stay here, never, and I mean never, to be discussed with anyone. Not to a wife, a sister, or a brother. Now, we need Iasai Langa plural form Easy Langu, also from Zulu origins, a traditional large war shield approximately 4 feet long. It is an important part of our training, and I will show you why. Usually it is made from wood or animal hide, but that's not so good for this day and age, but… Elisha interrupted. Quartzite or boron nitride is the best compound used in today's technology. It's harder than diamonds and has high shock-resistant properties and other interesting qualities. Impressed, Waninyekova said. Can you make? Counting how many people were among them. 9? Elisha replied. No problem, me and Jonathan will work on it as soon as possible. Waninyekova nodded in agreement as he continued. Great, the ISI Langa needs to be as wide as its user, so you have to custom fit them for each individual. Jonathan said. No problem, will do.